The team of the decade and the team of the last one have a lot in common. Brilliant coaches, legendary quarterbacks, and owners who don't consider a season successful unless it ends with a parade. The Cowboys and the Patriots are the only two teams in history to win 3 Super Bowls in 4 years. They also share one other thing. This guy, Mike Woicik, the only member of both dynasties.
He has 6 rings. 6.
Yeah, well, it's pretty impressive. You know, I've got my 5 Super Bowl rings, but, you know, Mike's got his 6, so, you know, it's pretty impressive.
You've probably seen Woicik before, but never noticed him. He's not the guy the camera usually focuses on, which is just fine by him.
I work behind the scenes in a pretty anonymous position, and I'd rather have it that way. I mean, I don't see myself having some prominent place like Vince Lombardi or any of those sorts, believe me.
Maybe he should. Woicik is the first player or coach in NFL history with 6 Super Bowl rings. But aside from the occasional fist pump or pat on the back, he doesn't really do that much on game day. He does eat a lot of sunflower seeds. I'm pretty sure he's downed more seeds on more sidelines than anyone in NFL history. But don't let the seeds fool you. Mike Woicik did not get 6 Super Bowl rings by accident.
He's the greatest strength and conditioning coach this league has ever seen. What he does is probably one of the most important things that anyone can do, and that's prepare us for our season, keep us strong during the season, and help us maintain so that we stay healthy and prevent injury. That's the most important thing any person can do for us, and Mike does it. Mike has an area of the building that is his, and that is the weight room. Once you walk into the weight room, you know it's Mike's time. He's the boss. You walk in there, you're going to do what he tells you to do.
We learned one thing about him the hard way.
How long do I have to sit here?
He does not like cameras in his weight room. Our crew could barely get some run-of-the-mill B-roll.
That's got to be good enough. I don't want to do that anymore.
I remember when we were in Dallas and the media would want to come and talk to him, and he would just let them have it. I mean, he made it very clear he was not interested in talking to the media, didn't want him anywhere near his players.
Woicik himself didn't want to be near NFL players before coming to Dallas in 1990.
As far as aspirations to be in the NFL, I had none. As a matter of fact, I had a very negative feeling about the NFL because the camps that I had gone to visit, it didn't look like very much was going on in my area. But after meeting with Jimmy, I knew it was going to be different.
Let the mind control the body, not the body control the mind.
From that moment on, the strength and off-season program became very, very important. I know in Dallas, prior to Mike Woicik coming in as a strength coach, it was an outdoor facility.
So the first thing we did was we enclosed the weight room. And then the second thing we did was really, and Jimmy did it, is really stressed the importance that he wanted people there during the off-season and training.
And here, for the first time, we started training together. We run together, then run routes together, then we go eat together. We became not a football team, but a football family.
And Mike, being the guy who created all that, really had a big part to do with why we enjoyed playing with each other.
He also had a lot to do with why Michael Irvin was playing at all after a severe knee injury in 1989 left Irvin's career in doubt.
I was just devastated. My legs were gone. And first thing, he sat me down, he says, now listen, there's 6 parts to running. 2 ankles, 2 knees, and your hips.
And I explained to him that 5 out of the 6 were fine, and that the other one wasn't 100%, but it wasn't that far off.
There's no way you should be able to run and get this thing going. And with that, I was like, yeah, he's right. When I got back on the football field that I would have a great game, he would say, you know, I can't believe you bought that mess. He was like, I can't believe.
It was an attempt to try to encourage him at a point in his rehab where he needed it.
It wasn't the last time Woicik helped a player in need. When Teddy Bruschi attempted his unprecedented return from a stroke in 2005, it was Woicik who got him back in shape.
I said, Mike, I got 6 weeks to get ready to play. We need to condense everything you know into 6 weeks. Mike looked at me and he said, okay.
6 weeks later, Bruschi was on the field, thanks in no small part to the guy chewing seeds on the sideline.
In a day and age where so many people are wanting to pat themselves on the back and say, hey, look at me and look how much I've done and what I've meant to this program, Mike's not been that guy. He's really just wanted to train these players and not be noticed. In a lot of ways, he's like Bill Belichick in that regard. It's probably fitting that the two of them are together right now.
He enjoys coming to work every day and working with people and helping them get better. I think that's really where he gets most of his satisfaction, and to be recognized for what he's been a part of is pretty special.
We had the best, and I'm telling you the very best, and I'm willing to take an argument with anybody on this, strength and conditioning coach in the world. His name is Mike Woicik.
You know, you say, hey, Mike, that's awesome. Yeah, you know, Michael's a good guy.
I took a lot of crap for that here. You know, like I put him up to it or something like that.
He did agree to one thing we put him up to.
They're not in their original cases because they wouldn't fit in the safety deposit box. This is the first one.
A good long look at all those rings.
This is the second one. You can see that they get progressively bigger. I've never had them all together before. Yep. Yeah, I think I'm pretty lucky. That's right. Now I'll be friggin' a celebrity after you guys are done with me. I don't want that. We're off camera. Just turn that off. We're done.